go out to a guest line, Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on
Yeah.
sale at one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, and ToyotaofHollywood.com. A legend is here to defend the honor of EuroBasket because you have been
Oh
making
my
fun of me
goodness.
for watching it, and I've been loving every minute of it. So I am bringing in an MVP to tell you need to get your ass to start watching some EuroBasket. The legend, Goran Dragic, stopping by the program. Hello, Goran.
What's up, guys? Hey,
What's
Leroy.
What's going
How
on?
are you guys?
Hey, Goran, I can't trust nobody who believes the reason why they talk English on the sidelines is because of TV coverage.
But Leroy, you have to watch EuroBasket because most of the NBA players are the best European players in the league right now. So,
Well, the only reason why I get frustrated, and this is the honest truth, and Tobin will tell you this, I see our players, the Heat players, go over there and ball out, right? Nico's been a pro for 6 years now, right? And then they come over here and sit on the bench and supposed scared to use them because they're young. And I just get so frustrated that I don't want to see them play over there because it just frustrates me when they come over here and don't play. That's why I feel that way.
okay, I got you. No, I agree. But, when you're representing your country, it's a different feeling. You know the guys, you grow up with them, you know how to play with them. So it's a little bit different, when Nico got to Miami Heat, he needs to learn the system, the first year in the league. But, I'm telling you one thing. I'm expecting big things this season from Nico. He's looking good over there. So
I hope so because
let's just hope that he's gonna stay healthy.
Yes, that's it. Well, and keep in mind he was playing a lot of minutes before he got hurt. And so I'm not saying he wasn't playing, but this has got to be the most European players that the Heat have had in a while, like, or ever.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even think. So, to be able to see some of these guys, I think that the promising aspect of it is to be able to see some of these guys that you really didn't get to see in college because you weren't watching Illinois or Arizona, and to see them in the element where they're needed and their country needs them to perform well, and they're going out and performing, that's a positive thing. Of course, I know how Spo is with young players, and I'm just like, I get frustrated.
No, you're also mad at me because I'm keep peppering you with Portugal-Serbia updates at 6 in the morning.
Yes.
But I can't help it. I've been watching every damn game. I just watched Sweden lost to Lithuania, but it was a really good game, and Pella was impressive. And I see these fans, they're going bananas. Like, you see the flags and the countries. Like, this is just a group game, and they're all advancing, but these fans are going nuts. I can't even imagine what that's like for you when you're, like, representing your country, and they're all going crazy with each other.
No, it's unbelievable. Just to be in that environment in EuroBasket, and you see all these, fans representing their own country, the flags. It's a different energy. It's not like NBA game, because most of NBA games it's a little bit quiet. Over there they cheer, they engage with the game, and it's a little bit different. And of course, you have your country on your back. If you don't perform well, they're on your. You know what? So it's pretty awesome to play, and we'll see. So far EuroBasket has been tremendous. Today we had some upset. Great Britain beat Montenegro, so that's really a tough situation. My guy Nikola Vucevic is out of the tournament, and we're gonna see a lot of more teams that they're gonna surprise us.
Did you when you won? It felt like that was a big upset for Slovenia at the time, was it not? Because it felt like you the way you were running with it, you guys winning that thing. I remember like the welcome you got. It felt monstrous for your country that you had that run that year. Did you guys think you had a chance that year when you won?
No, we did. I mean, Slovenia, we really have such a good basketball players, and we always was one of the favorites, like let's say top 7, top 6 teams to make it, but we always choke in semifinals, quarterfinals, semifinals, and 2017. We really had a good team with a good coach, Igor Kokoshko. Then we bring in Anthony Randolph, who we really miss as a position 4 and 5. We don't have big guys, and then really make a great chemistry. And that year we went all the way, undefeated. We beat Serbia, we beat Latvia, Greece, France, all these powerhouses, Spain, and that was something unique. So,
is this some of this is like one of the bigger opportunities where NBA teams get to see the younger guys? Like some of these guys make the team, haven't come over to the NBA yet, and it's maybe an opportunity to see these guys play at the highest level.
Yeah, definitely. But Leroy, they have so many scouts in Europe. They go watch club ball, and they already know everything about them.
Right.
But it's exposure. Definitely, like
Right.
you said, when you play for your national team, especially young players, they got that extra energy, extra step, and definitely it's a good tournament, to have young player and to showcase their talent. But if I'm honest, all the GMs, the scouts in NBA, they already know everybody.
Right.
So.
Everybody, they all have the book now. There's no more mysteries anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you seen a little bit of Nico in this tournament? What have you thought about how he's been playing? Because he seems like he's been putting up some monster numbers for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a second leading scorer. What I really like about him, he's really versatile. He can defend. When he gets a rebound, he's really pushing the ball. So he's playing at the fast pace, and he's a Swiss knife. At EuroBasket, he can defend 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's making the outside shot, 3-point. And so far, him and Jokic are the best players in the Serbian squad. And now it's going to be crucial for him to step up even more because Bogdan Bogdanovic got hurt. So he was probably the second, third options, and now it's on Nico to be that guy.
It is crazy though, because like he has had experience, getting the World Cup and the Olympics the last couple of years. I know he was banged up, but like, is there a difference, I guess, between international competitions when from year to year? I'm sure the Olympics is like the biggest one, but when you get to this one, is there any type of difference with the atmosphere that he's going to be facing?
I mean, at the Olympics, you have some teams that they're competing from, Asia, Africa. They're not maybe at the same level. EuroBasket is really tough because it's a lot of good teams and you have a lot of competitions. But in the end of the day, is the same excitement. Olympics, the World Cup, the EuroBasket. Serbia, if you look. They've been winning a lot of medals, but they were always second place. So this is the time they have to, win gold medal. It's a lot of pressure on them, and I think Serbia, Germany is strong. Then France has a really young team, but they're looking good. Then you have Greece with Giannis. So it's a lot of teams. They're going to compete for that gold medal. So it's going to be really exciting to see.
Is there anything that would it tear if we get a Slovenia-Serbia matchup with affinity to Nikola Jovic? Any conflict, or will you still?
He said no.
We don't want that smoke. Trust me, we're not in position. We're not in position to fight for the medals. We have one of the best players in the world, Luka in our team, but unfortunately we don't have a supporting cast. So we don't want that smoke. So I think we already seen the prepreparation game against Serbia. I think we lost almost 40 points difference. So no.
Do you think it's like do these things go in cycles for Slovenia? Like, do you think there's anybody coming down the pipe to help Luka maybe in 2-3 years? Like, is that just how it goes with international ball?
Yeah, we have a huge gap in between. Not a lot of depth, talented players, but we do have a couple of young prospects. Our young team, under 18 or under 20, just won a silver medal in the World Cup. So we do have 3 or 4 prospects, but they're still young. They're like 15, 16, 17 years old. So they're gonna need time to develop the game. But what I'm disappointing with Slovenia this summer, they put 2 young players in the squad, but they didn't even get no minutes, because I don't know why. First of all, we're not gonna fight for the biggest. We're not gonna fight for a medal, so why not to put young players in to develop them and try to think about the future? Because most of these players are 32, 30, 34, so probably this is the last EuroBasket for them, and we have to flip the page.
Goran, you sound like us as Heat fans when we want Spo
I
to play.
was just
Hey,
going
I'm actually on 2 hills with Miami Heat and with national team. So I'm like,
You want to see? Let's see. You're typical. Let's see what they got. I just want to see them out there.
Goran, I said the same thing that you're saying about the Miami Heat last year, because especially in NBA basketball, all you do is push the amount of time you have to evaluate a guy before you got to give him big money. So if you find yourself in a situation like last year, the Heat only won 37 games, find out, give them an opportunity sooner, so that if they have that one really good year, you've seen them play, so you know where they're projected, instead of just having that one big year and now you got to decide whether to max a guy out because you sat him for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, the Miami Heat, especially last year, we were in that position that we are fighting for 8 spot, 9, 10. So
Right.
you're still hoping,
Right.
maybe the team gonna click. We all know in people in organization, they don't like losing. They're gonna fight. So, probably that's
Goran. All right, look at me right here. They wasn't going to win a medal, right? So,
I mean, it was a few teams better than us, but you're still hoping, though.
I know you're hoping.
Sure.
I got you. Yeah.
They weren't going to win a medal.
But did you? It was an interesting year because Jimmy left, Bam and Tyler kind of go into this role where now they're the dudes. Do you think that with all that stuff behind, do you think that they can almost be a little bit more clear this year as far as not having to navigate all that stuff and just kind of have a normal year that could equate to them? Because we know how talented Bam and Tyler are, but is there an ability maybe to go even better for them now that they don't have to handle the headache of the drama of that?
Yeah. I really believe that they can do it, because it's really tough to play when you have drama around yourself. The situation that happened last year with Jimmy, it didn't help nobody. It didn't help Jimmy. It didn't help the team. So it was a mess up situation. And when you're a player and you see your teammates going through, or the team, it affects you, how you play, how you prepare as a team. And I definitely believe that this year we're gonna have more calmness. Spo gonna be more calm. Coach is gonna be more calm. They're gonna, have time to prepare team. And when you calm, you perform better. Your confidence grows. Everything is much easier. You sleep better. You eat more. It's all those stuff. And I really believe that this year, I like the additions that the team they bring, and we'll see. It's gonna be a fun year.
They posted you with the rook, Kasparas. What kind of wisdom did you give the rookie?
I just came to practice. I talked to Queenie and Spo a little bit to go there and to share my story to Kasparas. He's a great, first of all, a great kid. He has a lot of talent. Of course, we need to give him time. But I was at practice and give him some pointers, and I'm hoping a little bit to work with him because especially I see the talent, but we need to get him to play at the higher pace, to push the ball a little bit more, and when he plays pick and roll to to see what is going on, and not to pass the ball when he jumps in there, so to be more consistent. But I think he's a huge talent, big body. He can play defense. He's tough as nails. So yeah, definitely we'll see.
You teach that iron shoulder to him? Give him the keys to that?
Not yet, but yeah, I'm here. I told him I'm here. If you need me, I would love to work with him. And
Before we get you out of here, Goran, I gotta ask, man. I saw you did some traveling this summer. What was it like riding a camel?
Oh, it was not fun. First of all, it's crazy, man. Just to get on the camel, and then when she stands up, it's a little bit, nerve-wracking. My kids, they love it, but I was not a huge fan. I rather, ride a horse than a camel.
So wait, is this one of those things that Dad had to be convinced to do, or you just had to go because you had to make sure the kids?
Yeah, definitely. Especially my daughter Victoria and my son Mateo. They're like, let's go. We were in Egypt a little bit, and definitely it was a good experience. But I'm not a huge fan of a camel. So.
And then, so what were you doing in Africa? You were doing some charity work in Africa. It looked like you were up to some good work over there.
Yeah, we went to Kenya, Nairobi. I work with Starfish Foundation and with Wave Foundation. We are building some farms over there, and Starfish Foundation is doing computer school for the kids over there. And I really want to give some money and to open the first basketball court in Masai region. So we did that, and it was awesome experience. We played some basketball. We visit some kids' school, and it was a really good experience, especially for my kids. To show them, not everything is for granted, and was an awesome experience.
That's some awesome work, man. Hey, do you got a prediction for EuroBasket? Do you think Jovic can bring home the gold?
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I already give my prediction to EuroBasket, so I'm gonna go Serbia gold medal. Then let's say Germany second place, and I see maybe Greece third. But I didn't know at the beginning of the tournament Turkey really looks good. Turkey is playing tremendous. Şengün is doing his thing. So this is the team that they can win a medal too. So.
Can't wait to check it out, man. Hey, thank you for coming on here and schooling Leroy on EuroBasket.
All love, Leroy.
Wait.
Hey. All love, brother.
I had an idea of who he was bringing on. And so I thought that I could just sit back because, listen, all love to a guy that would put a kangaroo suit on for another man, right? so I thought he was going to roll with it.
But no, look, Leroy, now EuroBasket starts. Now it's going to be the good, fun games, right. Tough games. So now we're going to see a lot of competition and knockout stage. That's going to be the really fun.
So wait, on TV, they got the mic'd up. Do the coaches speak English for the TV networks, or is that for the team? I don't know. I feel like they go to these huddles and they're not speaking their home language. They're speaking in English.
You know why? 2017, we had Anthony Randolph in our team. So coaches, everybody speaks English anyway in Slovenia national team. So it's much easier to communicate in English. So we don't have to translate from Slovenian language to English to Toby, and to Anthony. So that's why probably most of the teams, because they have a foreign player in the squad, that's why they speak English.
That's why you yelled at your team in English.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
And keep in mind, all the players are national teams, but the coaches may come from other countries.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Right.
that too. Good point, Leroy. Yep. So yeah, most of the coaches are not from their country. Poland, for example, Poland has a Croatian coach. Georgia national team has a Serbian coach. So it's a lot of coaches. They're coming from different countries. Yeah.
Goran, you're the man, dude. Thanks for coming on the
Thanks,
show. We
Goran.
appreciate it, buddy. And all the best. Have a great year. I'm sure we'll see you around the arena a bunch.
Thank you.
And enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I will definitely. I'm coming to see a couple of games, and maybe I see you guys in the media day. So
I like
All
that.
right.
Hey,
I
if
like
you do,
it.
you gotta stop by the show, buddy.
I will, man. Thank you so much.
All
Ciao.
right.
There you go. Goran Dragic joining us there. We'll take a break. Back with more. What I told you, man. I was bringing in the big guns for EuroBasket defense.
I had a feeling like there's only one guy that Tobin, because they have a relationship that if Tobin, Goran, can you absolutely right? No questions asked. To any man who would wear a kangaroo suit in 100-degree weather on South Beach with a sign,
I actually won 2 costumes for him because then I wore the dragon one to welcome him home.
Oh.
It's the only person I've ever worn 2 costumes for, let alone one.
Really?
We'll
take
take a
do
break.
that for Miss Tobin. What's wrong with you, dude? You can't be a fireman and a doctor?